Neighbors laughed at the mentally ill girl, but they immediately regretted it when they learned who her father was. Martha was a 13-year-old with mental health issues, and due to her condition and occasional emotional outbursts, the neighbors often whispered about her, calling her the crazy girl. To them, she was just a discarded burden, a girl no one cared about. One day, Martha had an emotional breakdown on her way home, rolling on the grass by the roadside and getting herself covered in mud, which only added to their mockery. When the neighbors saw this, they didn't help her. Instead, they laughed at her behavior. However, they made a grave mistake because they had no idea who this girl's father was. When Martha's father learned about her ordeal, he was filled with rage, and what he did next made the neighbors instantly regret their actions. They would soon discover that sometimes appearances can be deceiving, and those they underestimate can wield incredible power. Comment neighbor for part 2. Neighbors laughed at the mentally ill girl, but they immediately regretted it when they learned who her father was. Part 2. Martha's father, Jonathan Hayes, was a well-respected and successful attorney known for his fierce dedication to justice. When he found out about the neighbors' mockery and cruelty toward his daughter, he was both heartbroken and furious. Martha was his world, and despite her struggles, he knew her gentle, kind spirit deserved respect, not ridicule. The next day, Jonathan paid a visit to the neighbors who had mocked Martha. He knocked on their doors one by one and calmly but firmly introduced himself, detailing how he had heard about their treatment of his daughter. He explained that while they may see her as different, she was still a child who deserved understanding and compassion. His words were steady but powerful, and the neighbors quickly fell silent, their faces flushing with shame. But Jonathan wasn't done. He took things a step further by organizing a community meeting, inviting all the families to discuss empathy, mental health, and the importance of supporting one another. The event was eye-opening as he shared Martha's story and the struggles she endured every day. The neighbors, humbled by Jonathan's strength and vulnerability, realized the profound impact their cruelty had on Martha and her family. Many approached her afterward to apologize, and from that day forward they treated her with newfound respect. Martha no longer felt like an outcast. Instead, she was seen as a brave young girl with a loving, powerful father who had taught the entire neighborhood a lesson they would never forget.